So we're going to be creating accordion, which actually is going to have multiple accordions on the page, and you can add some additional accordions just by adding the class accordion and then the following element with a panel and then whatever content you want included. So the way that it works is you click the heading and that's going to open the accordion. You can click it again to close it, open and close the content that's contained within the accordion content of the page element. This lesson we're going to be creating a menu that expands and collapses when sections are clicked. So first of all, let's go ahead and we'll add in the HTML. So this is the HTML and we've got below each button section. So we're going to hide those sections and allow those to be the accordion that's going to be collapsed. Next, go into your styling, and this is where we're going to do the styling for the accordion. So to make it look a little bit better. So first of all, let's do a background color, and we'll stick to kind of a grayscale layout and update the cursor as well. So set the cursor to pointer, add in some padding into it. So the padding can be around 10 pixels of padding. Set a width, so just do a width of 100%, so going all the way across for the accordion, and to do a border of none, so no border for the accordion element, and text align, so we're going to do a left align of the text. For the outline, set that to be none, and then we'll do a transition for the background so that we can have a really cool effect as the viewers are opening and closing the accordion. So the background color, and we're going to make the color 0.3 second ease. So change the color with the ease. So let's next we'll take the accordion and select the element that's got accordion active and also accordion hover. So whenever we're hovering over the accordion, we're going to update the background color and set that to CCC. And then for the panel of the accordion, let's update and add some styling to the panel as well. So you can see what it's starting to look like there on the right hand side. So the panel, and add in some padding on the panel, so 0 and 10 pixels, and do some background color. So just set the background color to be white, and we want to set a max height for the accordion, so just as 0. So when it's and overflow, set the overflow to hidden, and then also do a transition effect. So the transition effect, once again, a really nice kind of cool addition when you're opening and closing these. So we're setting the max height, and that's going to be 0.2 second ease out transition. So that will hide them off the bat, and right now they're not really doing much. We can hover over them and we don't open them up. So that is what we're going to do with the JavaScript. So let's add the event listener to the document object. So whenever the page loads, we'll just do the document, add event listener, and the event listener that we're adding is going to be the DOM content loader event. So that's going to be making sure that all of the DOM content has loaded before we try to interact with it. So we want to select all of the accordions, and we can do this by using the document and query selector all. So we're selecting all of the page elements that have a class of accordion, and then we want to loop through the accordions. So doing for each, and that should be a dot. So for each one of the accordions, we're going to grab the different accordion element, and then we can apply some properties to that. So we want to have an event listener to accordion and add an event listener. So this is setting up the accordions so that whenever they get clicked, that they're going to open up the corresponding panel information, and selecting this, and we're going to get the class list toggle, and we're going to remove out active class from it. so that whenever it gets clicked, so it's going to be active, and we can just toggling that. So clicking it again will close off the active class. And then we want to select the next element sibling. So this should be the next element sibling, which should be the content area. So that's the panel. And if panel style max height, so that we make sure that it does have some content in there. And if it's got a max height, then we can take the style and we can get the max height, and we're going to set it to null. So that will allow us to have the accordion to the max height. And if it doesn't have a max height, so that's going to allow us to not open the panel, and it will allow us to toggle it. And then here we're selecting the style and using max height, and selecting panel scroll height and set that to plus pix. So it's going to be the height of the panel that we're opening up. We're selecting the elements with a class of accordion, so we should have a dot there, class of accordion. So now let's try it out. So we can open and close the accordion panels by simply clicking on the heading area. So that's how you can create an accordion using JavaScript.